What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Today we're driving up to the Adirondacks to go hit one of my all-time favorite trails, one I built, so a little bit of bias. Hopefully the weather is going to be good enough to ride it.
A little hindsight, it was way too wet to ride. It was frozen underneath a little slippery layer of mud. It was deadly conditions out there.
Drop into the rocks. Do a mud hole. Oh my god. Slow as you can. Rear wheel is definitely getting sideways. Definitely packing up a little bit. Oh, yep, that's what I was worried about. So when I started hiking up to do another top to bottom after I crashed on the wood roll, after I totally slid out on that, I realized I got a flat, but no top to bottom, not yet at least. All right, so I'm driving up to the Adirondacks now. I filmed a video with a buddy on it called Distract Form, I think like November, late October, potentially. Right when the snow started falling, because we were dealing with bad weather the whole time. Had 3 days to film, and it turned into about 3 hours to film, which was awesome. Never got to ride it top to bottom. Tried to go up in April to do that. It was still too muddy, but I think conditions should be really good. It's been really hot. Granted, why I look like a buffoon in my car without a shirt on, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's hot out. All right, just woke up. Feel like 2.5 cents. Feel like absolute garbage, but you know, like, let's go. Feeling sick. Because of the fiasco of my container of sleeping stuff got swapped for dog toys, and I opened it up to, you know, put down in the back and, you know, sleep well tonight, and a bunch of dog toys roll out, and so had to sleep on all this. Just got the Stewart sandwiches because I forgot to pack food, so let's go. All right, we're at the spot. I'm trying to revive myself. It was a horrible night's sleep with a little Gatorade and some sandwiches, but feel like a dumpster fire, but definitely very stoked. Let's go. All right, we're all good to go. Got everything, just bring the Chubble up in case I need to fix those lips. I also left a huge rut in the landing of the dirt to dirt when I was trying to ride it top to bottom in April. So I probably got to fix that. But other than that, I think the trail should be good. Let's give her a rip, bud. Hey?
So I just needed to fix this rut, and then I'm gonna go up and do a top to bottom lap, and then I'll do a little walkthrough, and then I'll give her the beans on another lap.
So, first ever top to bottom of In the Blood. Well, hopefully. I attempted it before, but it was too muddy. Slid out and beefed into a tree. So, hopefully we'll get this one. Many years in the making, so let's get it. Off the start rock. Cross a little section. Into the chute. Up the bridge. Flowing really good now that it's dry, but all right, start checking the brakes. Up onto the rock spine. All right, now gotta creep down this a little bit. All right, let off. Pocket into the rock face. All right, hook to flat. Pick up a good amount of speed. All right, this is where it gets technical. So creep into this pocket. Holy God, real sideways on that. Let's go. That was pretty sick. Wow, definitely still very muddy, but got it. Holy yeah, baby. All right.
into the roll. No seat buzz action. Let's go. That rock is so gnarly. I gotta take a better look at that for you guys. Such a gnarly roll. You can't brake on it. It's huge. It's so fast. There's pockets. You gotta go over a stump, and it's so fun. Oh my God. I want to do it again. Pretty XL roll into that little bridge down there. This is the last roll into the road. It's pretty gnarly. You got a couple steps up here. The biggest problem with it is it blasts into a drainage ditch, which is awesome. This is the view from the top of the roll into the road. As you can see, kind of a double step right down that. Definitely a little off camber. The compression at the bottom is just brutal though. Right before, you got this little rock ridge. Pop up over that and drop into this. There used to be a wooden roll over here, but it really sucked. So I got rid of it. Got these two berms that are rippers that are super fun. Comes off of kind of this natural rock whale's tail. Little landing Johnny. But in here, and on that rock, pop off this. Running trail speed, it's definitely a pretty large scrubber. Always a good time, always a good time. The entrance into the kind of natural whale's tail. Brutal because it's rock. If you case it, probably isn't going to be too good. Decent gap, probably like 15-20 foot in. It's all cedar, so I'm hoping it should last here a long time. You can see, found a curved tree to use for the radius, which was so cool. I saw it, I was like, all right, I need that. And then milled it in half, got some boards, and it rides awesome. It's really great, super sturdy. Basically anything that touches the ground is cedar, which is not super common around here. Even some cedar boards here at the bottom. Are you kidding me? It's sick. This part's really cool because it's super wide open, as you can see. There is an airport kind of nearby that there's like a stunt pilot who will do like loops and stuff. And I've been in here digging and like seen him do loops like literally right above this clearing. It's really cool. You can see me from April absolutely wreaking havoc on this poor trail. And I filled this rut in too, is the scariest part, but it was pretty sloppy jalop. It's probably 20 foot, probably another like, that one's probably not, that one ain't gonna be 20. That's an exaggeration. That one's gonna probably be like 15. This one's probably 20. Kind of a step down, like probably a foot or two step down. 5 foot lip with a kind of a tight radius, but not too bad. Wow, the dirt is absolutely prime. I am excited. Let's go. But it's pretty easy. If you hit up the speed jump right, you pop right into this nice little rock booter. This bridge that like I cut into the rock. It's pretty cool. There's that roll up there, and then into this off camber section. Then you see you got a thread like up high to get to the middle of the bridge. Rock face is probably the second gnarliest line. You got to catch this little pocket. It's like straight down 90-degree turn in a little pocket. Scoot into that pocket really hard. Top of this slide down sideways roller. I literally like slid sideways down on the video distract form. We started filming and filmed it like in 3 hours because weather was so bad, but I was literally running back up between shots. We were definitely fighting the sunlight and literally just got it in like the last roll into the road. Like sun went behind the mountain and it was dark. You pop up onto it up here. It starts somewhat wide, but it gets pretty narrow right around here. You turn down, and I had to build this bridge to connect basically the spine drilled into the rock, so it's super sturdy, which is pretty cool. Hopefully should be here a minute or two. This is like deceivingly narrow. It's like off, like really there's just a peak here, and then you can open up a little bit here and it's really fun. So you kind of pocket here and you can like pop out of that. So we're basically at the top, and off to the side there's a clearing with literally one of my favorite lookouts of all time, just because it's so special to me. is it looks over the home mountain that I kind of grew up skiing on, and the town kind of in the bottom you can see, and it's really a beautiful view. You can't really see it now. Let me see if I can side hop. Right through here, there's like the Hudson River. The starting rock on in comes into here, and then you blast into the chute and then down to the bridge. So I'm at the top of the trail now, sitting on the start rock, and just wanted to go into a little story time behind the trail and kind of how it came into existence. Been coming up here my whole life. I had family up here. My grandparents skied up here my whole life, and always was kind of floored that there wasn't really any mountain biking up here. I always thought there was an insane amount of potential, beautiful terrain, lots of rocks, super raw, but not really any mountain biking, especially for a long time. Recently, stuff is popping up, but it's more on like the trail bike side. I stumbled across this zone that just had like in my eyes, like everything I wanted. It had a lot of rock features, a lot of slabs, and then it had room for jumps at the bottom too. Actually, the funny part was I really didn't get much done on it when I was living up here, because I was mainly up here in the winter. So obviously you can't really build then, but I would be like milling wood, trying to get ready to build some of the stuff. Didn't get a ton done, but it was still just like this vision I had in my head. So I really wanted to come up and build it. So whenever I'd get free time, I would come up and try to get like a weekend or a day's work in, just sneak up here. It's kind of far for me. It's like about 3.5, 4 hours. It was kind of dedicating a good amount of time to it, but I just really wanted to finish it, especially at least down to the road. Kind of slowly worked through it, finally finished it, unveiled it for the video Distract form. It's called In the Blood, and it's dedicated to my grandfather who passed while I was building it. The reason it's called In the Blood is basically the whole time that I built it too, I had Lyme's disease really bad, and so had he, basically his whole life. It's a tick-borne disease in the blood, but it was dedicated to him because obviously instilled like a lot of values and everything, but he also showed me this wonderful place of the Adirondacks, which I love dearly. Big part of that was kind of like a thank you for him for showing me how much potential there is up here, and hopefully spur something to continue building up here. So let's get it. Just finished up riding, went down to the river, gonna go for a dip. What a day for it. Let's go.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm hoping you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. It was quite a process, but I'm glad it worked out. I'm hoping to make some more of these on some other trails that I've built. So let me know if you want to see that, and if you enjoyed or what you didn't like on this one, so I can hopefully improve it for next time.